Ma'am,
Kunin mo yung earphone ko.
Bitch na Kiki, ang dami ng dada.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Afternoon po.
Yun na ba yung group natin for today?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Opo, ma'am. Ma'am, bali, video lang po yung ano po namin.
Yes, nabanggit nga yan. Sige, you may now start.
Tere.
Ay, wait lang. Wait lang.
Ma'am, wait lang po, ma'am. Bigla po nawala ng internet.
Okay.
Ay, magpapagis muna po pala ako. Bali, ano po, ang tawag po sa games ito ay Guess the Song po. Bali, may prize po. Sige, bre.
Let's go.
Guys, rinig niyo ba yung boss, yung song, guys?
Carabeo. Yes, girl.
So, tungkol saan yung song na yun?
Carabeo.
Miss Carabea.
Hindi maintindihan.
Tungkol,
Okay na, be.
Ayan na, be. Stop mo.
Go, Kirsten.
Maligayang Pasko para sa Pasko. Ano, ganito. Ramdam mo ba ang simoy ng hangin? Palapit na, palapit na.
Tama, ang title is Maligayang Pesko. So, next is, guys, ito guys.
Ano?
So, sino may idea sa yung title ng song?
May i-play mo pa, Mi.
Ako na! Ako na! Balis po. Duarte, be. Balis po. Aki kami, be. Balis po. Huwag ka nga, be. Ano po yung kanta, ano po, panaginip. Yung panaginip na yun po. Hindi ko alam. Lyrics ko. Okay, mas alam ko.
Pwede mo ba kantahan, Be? Kahit maiksi lang?
Ano yun na eh? Panaginip. Dami na yun eh. Ako, be. Be, ako, be.
Okay, to everyone. Oh, ito song.
Upuan.
Ha?
Duarte, upuan.
Upuan. Upuan.
Upuan, Mi.
Upuan. Dasin.
Dennis, pwede ka ba magbigay ng ano? Kahit konting song? Sino ba? Go, Regine. Kante lang.
Ano? Yung, ano nga yun? Yung, ayoko nang nakaupo. Subukan nyo namang tumayo.
Thank you, Be. Dahil dyan, meron kang 60 pesos with trip to Boracay.
Tuko ba 100?
Tere, papalay na ako, be. From the start. Sa unahan, be.
Pa-open mic ko, Bilby.
Terry, hindi marinig.
Mahina talaga siya.
Ma'am, next video po muna po, ma'am. Di kasi mahina po kasi yung ano yung sounds. Di sere.
Dan yung sa akin may activity na yun, hindi pa yun sa report. Kay ano yun, kay Baldwin ata yung report. Nasunod dapat, tsaka kay Inenata.
Kita na po.
Yes,
Oo po.
So, before we start our discussion, I have a little games. It called a listening game. So, it could be a person, environment, or sound of animal or instrument. So, kailangan nyo lang hulaan kung ba't tawag yun, kung anong sounds to. So, my price po to, it's 10 pesos per person. So, I have 5 questions here. So, sinong gustong mauna? Anyone?
Carabeo.
Okay, so Carabeo, may ipaparinig lang ako sa yung sound. Wait lang. Rinig?
Okay.
Oo, very nice.
So, anong sound sa tingin mo yun, Carabeo?
Television.
Mali. Anyone?
Danyo,
Okay, Danyo. Ulitin
radio,
ko ba? Mali din.
Sa tenga. JR.
Kabalpin din.
Anyone? Kabalbin, sige, go.
MOA po.
Ulan. Nice guess, pero mali. Malapit sa ulan. Sino?
Obvious din.
Tobias, go.
Hangin.
Hangin. Paparinig ko ulit tapos kung sinong gustong mag-guess, okay?
Dagat din.
Sino 'yon? Go Sige, Gabris, go.
Ocean. Agos ng ocean.
Okay. It's an ocean or wave. So, Gabris yung una. So, sinong next gustong mag-guess? Anyone?
Obvious na lang din.
Okay, Tobias.
Mga huni ng ibon din.
Okay, thank you. So, sino yan ulit? Si Tobias. Okay, next. Sinong...
Torzar po.
Okay.
Enes.
Okay, Tarsar. Ito yung next.
Ringtone. Cellphone.
Hindi. Sinong gustong mag-guess?
Carabeo.
Okay, Carabeo.
Sa piano.
Chenes.
Okay, piano. Si Chenes or Carabeo? Sorry.
Carabeo.
Carabeo. Okay, it's piano. So, next tayo. Ito, may clue ako. Artist siya. Kailangan nyo lang hulaan kung boses niya ba to, kung kaninong boses to, okay?
Duarte.
Okay, Duarte, wait. Wait lang Wait lang. Okay. Okay, thank you. Sinong next pwede? Chari.
Po.
Chari, ikaw. Ayaw mo?
Try ka na.
Okay, game.
Sige, try. Taylor Swift.
Okay, thank you. Tapos na tayo sa games. Thank you sa mga nag-participate. Paki-chat po sa GC yung mga nag-participate, tas yung nanalo. Tapos po, Ate Rochelle, pa-play na po ako nung video. Thank you. how do we present the topic about the different musical instrument? Okay, as teachers always do, when we are introducing musical instrument to the class, we need to prepare an audio recording along with the visual or picture of the instrument being taught. So I prepare a video with a 27 musical instruments. Are you ready?
Sunshine Friends.
Tuba. Harp. Flute. Castanet. Saxophone. Accordion. Woodblock. Harmonica. Violin. Banjo. Ukulele. Trumpet. Triangle. Microphone. Recorder. French horn. Maracas. Xylophone. Acoustic guitar. Electric guitar. Drum. Tambourine. Cymbals. Clarinet. Piano. Cello.
So now that we already know the different sounds of instruments, let us proceed with the different type of voices. I will be playing the famous duet opera, which is the Flower Duet of Leo Delibes. So what is soprano? The highest of the four standard singing voices. Let me give you an example. Next, what is alto? A lower female voice rather than a specific vocal category. Here's the example.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found.
And now, let's go to tenor. What is tenor? The highest male voice type you will find in a typical choir. Here is the example. Okay, that is the tenor. Let's go to the bass. What is bass? The lowest part of the musical range. And here is the example.
And your mama's good looking, so hush, little baby, don't you cry.
And there you have it. The different types of the musical instrument and the 4 types of voices. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Tere,
Wait lang po.
sige be, salamat. So, Terin, Beb, papresent nga, Beb. Guys, sino may may ibang may ginagamit na laptop? Neveria, pwede magpa-present sa'yo? Nawalan kasi na internet sila Tere eh. Guys, rinig niyo ba yung video?
May naririnig.
Opo, naririnig.
Sige po.
shaped mouthpiece. To make a sound on a member of the brass family, the brass player blow air through a cup-shaped mouthpiece. Instruments that belong to this family include the cornet, bugle, trumpet, trombone, treasure, and tuba. This is the picture of brass instruments. Woodwind family instruments. The defining feature of instruments that belong to this family of the orchestra were that they were all originally made of wood or have a reed in the mud base. Like the brass family, these instruments require moving air to make a sound, but the mouthpiece or his family of instruments vary greatly. Instruments that belong to the woodwind family include the piccolo, flute, clarinet, oboe, bassoon, contrabass, saxophone, and even the recorder. This feature is about woodwind instrument. Percussion family instrument. For an instrument to belong to this family, the sound production method is what unites them. In simple terms, percussion instruments are those that can be hit, shaken, or grabbed to make a sound. But percussion instruments can be categorized further as either tone or untones. The difference between this is that a tone percussion instrument that has definite pitch and untoned percussion instruments do not have a definite pitch. This is the picture of percussion family instruments. Identify the instrument. When discussing what is the timbre of the instrument in a piece of music, the first thing you need to do is listen for all the instruments that are being used. Listen to the music and list all the instruments that you can hear. Classify the instrument. To classify an instrument, you can use a couple of different musical instrument classification systems. Most instruments in Western culture fit neatly into the instrument of the orchestra in the instrument family. Explain how to sound is neat. Another aspect of what is tempo in music is the made of sound production with the performance of an individual instrument. Each musical instrument has several ways that a sound can be produced or even altered with a performer. The technique used will be depend on the type of instrument and how a sound is naturally made. An example of a different timbre or tone color produced an instrument could be on violin. On the violin, the performer can make a sound that is loud, loud, double stop, triple stop, or even a sound can be made by using the wood of the bow instead. When describing the actual use of a different sound, it can generally come under the following musical techniques. First, blowing, singing, pumping, hitting, breathing, strumming, speaking, blocking, dropping, humming, sliding, screaming, rolling, and fluttering, humming. Role of an instrument. There are four main roles that an instrument can perform in any given pieces of music. Please note that not every piece of music will have an instrument in any of these roles. Melody. A melody is defined as a series of pitches that form a tone. Beat, an instrument that performs the beat, is often a drum or percussion instrument. Melodic accompaniment. The melodic accompaniment can be performed by any beat instrument. Rhythmic accompaniment. These are any instruments that perform with and support the beat. Why is tempo important in music? The element of music tempo is important for several reasons. Tempo is what gives each instrument their unique sound or voice in the music. And the tempo of an instrument is what gives the music its own flavor. By using tempo techniques on an instrument, the sound created adds a bit of spice to the overall music.
Next naman po ay si ano naman po, si San Juan naman po sa activity.
Wait lang po, share nito.
Good afternoon, everyone. So for challenge, the title is audiovisual music. So in this, you draw a short, simple comic strip that uses words that show different sounds and fingers. Be a creative and imaginative. And for harness, the title is Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Desiree Samuel, and I will be the one who will give activity for today's lesson that we are tackling. So for challenge, the title is audio visual renderings. So in this, you draw a short, simple comic strip that uses words that show different sounds and fingers. Be as creative and imaginative as you can. And for harness, the title is Research and Application. And for harness, research and describe how you are going to teach the following topics related to fingers. Number 1. Difference between the violin and the viola. Number 2. How to produce a pleasing tone when singing. You can use one full band paper for the whole activity. This is the example of comic strip using one full band paper. Good luck everyone, and thank you for listening for the instructions for our activity and for our report today. Have a nice day everyone.
Sino na po next?
Lolo. Rinig po ba?
Ikaw, Veronique, pero yung video wala.
Rinig po. Sige. Walang ano yan. I-report namin ng ano. So, good afternoon everyone. We are the Group 4, the 7th reporter. And we are about to discuss the musical content on harmony and texture. So, but before we start, I would like to introduce first my group mates. Start with me. I'm Neverio Rochelle, and together with Miss Gabris, Miss Isiguera, and Miss Bernaldez. So our objectives today is number 1, get a eye view of content topics under harmony and texture. And number 2, review and familiarize with the musical content pertaining to harmony and texture.
Hello. So, before we start our discussion, so may paunting games lang po kami. So, yan. So, what is the instrument is this? Four string,
Yog.
bawing.
Violin.
Buyog be.
Pasabing,
Shenes.
Buyog po. Violin po.
tama po. Next,
De La Cruz po.
Nema.
okay. De La Cruz. Ano po?
Flute.
Okay, thank you. Tama po. Then next, eto po. Hit with the mallet.
Enema.
Sige po, Ate Enema.
Gong.
Yan. Thank you po. So, tama po si Ate Enema. Next,
Enema.
Mota.
other po.
Mota.
Sige po, Ate Mata.
Triangle.
Yan. Thank you. Next po. Yes, Miss
Carabeo.
Carabeo. Miss Carabeo. Other po. Sino po gusto gumagot? Miss Shenes, nagre-raise po kayo ng hand.
Enema.
Okay, Miss Enema.
Harp.
Okay, thank you, Miss Enema. Next po. Ito naman, question naman po siya. So, number 1, which four instruments belong to the string family? Yung nabanggit po kanina sa video. Yan. Miss Jose. Miss Jose.
Letter C.
Ayan, very good po. So, tama po siya, letter C. So, string family po yung letter C. Next po. So naman po, number 2. Who would like to answer po?
Carabeo.
Yes, Miss Carabeo.
Letter B.
So, tama po, Miss Carabeo. Thank you. Next, last. Who would like?
Carabeo.
Sige po, Miss Cabalfin.
Letter C.
Other answer po.
Toledana be.
Yes.
Jose.
Okay po, Miss Toledana.
Letter A.
Okay, thank you, Miss Toledana. So, good answer. So, ayun na po. Wait lang po, share screen ko lang po yung akin. Kita na po.
Yes, be.
Hello?
Kita na, be. Kita na.
Okay, so before we understand what is harmony, intindihin po muna natin kung ano yung tinatawag na note. So, what is note? Sabi sa Google, a note is a representation of a musical sound. Meaning po, ang note is any sound that comes out of an instrument. So sometimes, arguably, even, all the time, maririnig natin yung note sa every sounds na paligid natin. So, lahat ng key na pinipindot natin sa piano, bass, guitar, it is called a note. Any string that we pluck on a guitar, note po ang tawag doon. So, kapag naman po kumakanta tayo, any sounds na lumalabas po sa bibig natin are called notes. Sabi din, notes can represent the pitch and duration of a sound in musical notation. So, next po. So, ngayon naman po, what is harmony? Harmony is the combination of simultaneously sounded musical note. So, meaning, kapag nagsabay po ng sounds yung dalawang notes, ang tawag po sa kanila is harmony. To elaborate even further, dindahan po ito kapag naririnig natin. So, gagamitin ko po itong piano. Ayan. So, ang tawag po dyan, melody. So, kahit anong pindutin mo, ayan, tawag po dyan, melody. Next naman po kapag harmony, magsasabay po sila. Ayan, two notes po yan. And ang tawag po sa kanila, harmony. So, pwedeng 2, 3, 4. Ayan, tawag po sa kanila harmony. Yung isa po, note. So, next. So, yun po yung harmony. So, now pag-uusapan po naman po natin kung ano yung mga instrument na kayang mag-produce ng harmony. So, obviously, the piano can already play a harmony. Pero paano naman po yung boses natin, yung vocals natin? Can it produce a harmony? So, alone, no. Hindi niya kaya mag-produce ng harmony. But with multiple people na kayang-kaya nila gumawa ng harmony. Katulad po ng present ni Miss Enema kanina. Nowadays, a group of people that creates harmony using boses nila is called a choir. Yan. So, to summarize po, hindi lahat ng instrument kayang mag-produce ng harmony by itself. Instrument under ng brass family or wind family, katulad na naman ng trumpet, clarinet, etc., ay hindi kayang mag-produce ng harmony dahil isa lang po yung note nila na kaya nilang i-produce at a time. So, multiple instruments, notes, or sounds playing together with a common goal to support the melody or soloist, that is harmony. So, katulad na lamang po ng isang basketball team working together para manalo. Musician can also work together to make harmony. Ayan. So, ano na po tayo sa harmony? So, ngayon naman po, tignan natin kung ano ba yung harmonic interval. So, before we understand what is harmonic interval, alamin po muna natin kung ano yung interval. Wait lang. What? Interval is the distance or measurement between two notes either vertically or horizontally. So basically, kapag nagme-measure tayo ng distance, ginagamit natin yung meters, kilometers, etc. So kapag nagme-measure naman tayo ng bigat, ginagamit natin yung kilograms, grams, pounds, kilos, etc. So, kapag sa music naman po, we use intervals. We use first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So, how exactly we'll use this to measure the distance between two notes? So, let us look at the music stuff. And so, kung titignan natin yung dalawang picture, and yung measurement nila, parehas silang fifth. Ay, mali pa. So, bilangin natin yung first note.
Hello? Rinig po ba?
Yes po.
Yes, Le.
So, sa picture po, merong two notes. And nakikita nyo yung bilog. To measure them, bibilangin natin yung lines, pati yung spaces na stop from the lower note to the higher note. So, ayan. First po yan. First, then second, third, fourth, fifth. So, nasa fifth distance po sila. Ayan. Next po natin, para mas maintindihan po natin. Ayan. So, bilangin ulit natin. First, second, third. Yan. So, nasa third distance din po sila. So, ayan po yung distance nila. Malinaw po ba?
Oo, be.
Ayan. Now, let us look at the two types of interval. Let's look at the music stuff. Ayan. So, kung titignan natin yung dalawang picture and measurement nila, parehas silang fifth. Pero visually magkaiba sila. Anong pinagkaiba nila? So, ang pinagkaiba nila ang pinagkaiba nila is yung isa harmony, yung isa melody. Sa left, harmony po siya. Sa right side naman po, melody. So, bakit? Paano naging harmony yung left? So, harmony siya kasi the two notes are stuck on one another. Basta kapag may nakita tayong notes na magkapatong or magkalinya sila vertically, simultaneous yung tunog nila. So, ibig sabihin sabay yung tunog nila, kaya harmony. So, yung right side naman po is melody. Kasi yung isang note is played muna before yung pangalawang note. So, hindi sila harmony. Kasi hindi sila nagsabay. Hindi sila simultaneously played together. Ayan. So, kapag ganito, on the left, ang tawag naman natin dyan is hindi lang fifth. Dahil harmony siya. We call it harmonic fifth. Yan po yung tawag nila, harmonic fifth. So, sa right side, we call it melodic fifth. Kasi it is a melody. So, another example po sa harmonic. And bilangin po ulit natin. First, and third, fourth, fifth. So, fourth pala. Nasa harmonic fourth po siya. Kasi magka-stack at magkalinya po sila. Next, yung picture. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So, nasa melodic fifth, sixth po siya. Ayan. So, ayan po yung harmony and harmonic interval. So, sana na intindahan po ninyo. Next reporter po would be Isgera, Miss Isgera.
Present ko lang po. Wait lang po. Nakikita na po.
Oo, be.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Evelyn A. Isquera. I will report musical content on harmony. Table of contents. Consonance and dissonance, chords and triads, primary triads. Consonance and dissonance. Consonance is when two or more tones complement each other to produce a sound that is pleasant to the ear. Consonant intervals include the major or minor third, the perfect fourth, the perfect fifth, and unison or octave. Dissonance is when two or more tones clash and create a harsh, unpleasant sound. Consonance and dissonance in music, the impression of stability and repose. Consonance in relation to the impression of tension or clash experienced by a listeners when certain combination of tones or notes are sung together. May ipa-play po akong music at ito po ay consonance and dissonance in music po. Ito po yung consonance. Naririnig po ba?
Yes, be.
Ito na po yung dissonant. Ayan po. Napansin niyo po ba yung consonants po, masarap po siya sa tenga pakinggan. Unlike po sa dissonant, yung dissonance po kasi nagkakaroon po siya ng harsh na tinatawag. Kaya po na yung crush na yon ay nagkakaroon po ng pangit na tunog. Kaya po hindi siya ganun ka masarap pakinggan po sa tenga. Consonance and dissonance. The consonant intervals are the following: unison or same two notes played together. B. Fifth or perfect fifth. C. Octave or 8VE. D. Major and minor thirds. E. Major and minor sixth. The dissonant intervals are the following: A. Major and minor seconds. B. Major and minor sevenths. Ito po yung example po or ito po yung sa music po na tinatawag po nating consonant intervals and dissonant intervals. Ito po yung example po nila. Chords and triads. A triad is a chord with only three notes and is built on thirds. To make a triad, we take a note, add the note, a third higher, and then add another note a third higher again. Gaya nga po nung kanina po na yan po, building a minor triad. Nakikita nyo po ba na uma-add po yung mga notes po sa first, third, at saka sa third po. A triad is a kind of chord. All triads are chords, but not all are triads. Chords and triads. A chord contains at least two notes. It can have 3, 4, 5, or even more. In grade 4 theory, you'll only normally see chords with 3 or 4 notes. Chords with 4 notes are made by taking a simple triad and adding another note. We can either double up one of the existing notes by writing it in a higher or lower octave. Kagaya nga po nung sa A po is nadodoble po yung chords. Tapos yung sa E din naman po is nadodoble din po yung chords na meron po sila. Chords and triads. Or we can add a new note into the chord. For example, another third above the highest third of the triad. This is the chord of E major plus D. Chords and triads, order of notes. Notice that when we double up a note in a minor chord, we also double up the order of the other notes. Triads are normally written with the notes are closely together as possible. We use triads when we are talking about music theory to help us to analyze harmony. Kagaya nga po ng binanggit po ni Miss Amelia Gabris po sa atin kanina. Chords are written whichever order they sound best. We use chords in real music. When we write down a chord, the lowest note has a special significance. The other notes can be written in any order at all, very close together, or a big gaps. Gaya nga po dyan sa example na yan, may mga big gaps po sila. Usually, in practice, there are bigger gaps between the low notes of the chord but not between the higher notes. So, a triad of a minor is written with A as the lowest note, then C above, then E above that. So, the triad of A minor is written with A as the lowest note, then C above, then E above that. Kagaya nga po kanina netong example na po na nasa taap. But the chord of A minor doubles one of the notes of a triad to make a four-note chord. The bass note or lowest note is A, but all the other notes can be written wherever they sound best. Ito po yung tunog ng chords ng triads.
Di ako sumuko.
Sorry po kung may ads.
Sa pangarap, tapang ang puhunan.
Nescafe Original. Old Spice keeps your bits fresh all day.
Naririnig po ba?
How to play any triad on the piano.
Yes, babe.
The chord having three notes. I'm going to teach you how to play the four different types of triads: major, minor, diminished, and augmented. To play a triad, first of all decide the note, also called the root, on which you're going to base the triad. Let's go for an F, but it can be any note. Once you've picked the note, construct the major scale starting at that note. So for an F, I would construct the F major scale. So that would be an F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. The different notes on the scale are given numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is again 1 because we're back at F. Now I can give you the prescription for building each of the triads. To play a major triad, simply play the first, third, and fifth of the major scale. To play a minor triad, play the first, flattened third, and fifth. By flattened third, I mean the note that is one semitone below the third. This is also sometimes called the lowered third. So this would be the F minor chord. To play the diminished triad, play the first, flattened third, and flattened fifth. So this is the F diminished triad. Finally, to play the augmented chord, play the first, third, and raised fifth, also called sometimes the sharp fifth. And this is simply the note that is one semitone above the fifth of the scale. So this will be the F augmented chord. There are two variations on this, which are called sus2 and sus4. For a sus4 chord, you will play the first, fourth, and fifth of the scale. So this would be an F sus4. For sus2, the first, second, and fifth. So this would be an F sus2. Just to test your knowledge at this point, try pausing the video and constructing all three triads on, say, the E root. So build a major scale, build all the triads, and come back and check, because I'm going to play them in a second. So here are the triads. This will be the D note. This will be the D major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The D major triad would be 1, 3, 5. The D minor would be 1, 3, lower 3, 5. Sorry. The D diminished would be 1, lower third, lowered fifth. And the D augmented would be 1, 3, raised fifth. D sus4 and D sus2. And back to D major. That's it. Stay.
Yun. And then, yung primary triads, narinig po ba kanina? Yung pinatugtog ko po?
Yes po.
Primary triads. In music, a primary triad is one to three triads, or three chords, built from major or minor thirds. Most important in tonal and tonic music are oxide or triad. Primary triads, we always need to know that key we are in before we start to work out chords and triads. In this part of the lesson, we're going to look at the chords and triads in E B major and C major. Let's start by reminding ourselves of the notes in the scale of E B major. And please don't forget to check the key signature, like this in my example. Primary triads. To build the tonic triad, we start on EB because it's the tonic. Add a third above and another third above. Kagaya po nitong example ko po. Kailangan po hindi po sila sobrang watak-watak yung notes. Kailangan po ano lang sila, magkakasunod lang po sila. And to build the dominant triad, we start on B because it's the dominant note in E B major. We build the triad in the same way. And to build the subdominant triad, we start on AB, which is the subdominant note in E B major, and do the same thing. And triads can also be described using Roman numerals. We simplify use the numerical which stands for the degree of the chord. So tonic equals 1, subdominant equals 4, and dominant equals 5. Let's take a look at the chords of 1, 4, and 5 in C major next. Here's the scale of C minor. We use the harmonic minor and don't forget to sharpen the leading note. Gaya nga po ng nakikita nyo po sa example ko po, nag-sharp po yung bawat note po. Ayan po. Subcontinent, tonic, and dominant po. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat. Ay, meron pa pala. The tonic is C, the subcontinent is F, and the dominant is G. Here's the three triads: tonic, subcontinent, and dominant. And wag nyo pong kakalimutan na yung tonic is numerical number niya is 1, yung subcontinent niya, ang numerical number niya is 4, dominant, ang numerical number niya is 5. Yun po. Thank you for listening. Ang susunod po sa akin ay si Ate Bernaldez.
So, hi everyone. So, my topic for today is about texture. So, first is what is texture? So, texture is refers to the blending and manipulating of different sounds and melodic lines happening simultaneously in the music. So, this idea is derived from a textile, which are sometimes made up of several components, threads woven together. While melody is realized in the horizontal dimension of the music, texture is observed in the vertical dimension of music. Texture can be categorized as monophonic, polyphonic, and homophonic in nature. It will be explained further by Aterashel Neverio. So, texture can also be generally perceived as the number of voice, instrument used, and how these are manipulated to create variations in the thinness and thickness, or in Tagalog, yung kapal at nipis ng tunog o tono ng isang music. So, either by adding or reducing parts or employing variations in timbre and other means. Texture may also be imitative or non-imitative. So, what is the meaning of imitative po? So, imitative can be texture in which a melodic idea is freely or strictly echoed by successive voices. Like for example, if the individual lines are similar in their shapes and sounds, it is termed to be imitative. So non-imitative means it is the future's distinct melodic lines overlapping. Like for example, if the strands shows little or no resemblance to each other, it is non-imitative. So next po, next line. So there are two kinds of texture po, which is first is ostinato and the second is descant. So first, what is ostinato? So ostinato, it is a short, consistently repeated pattern found all throughout a piece of music or in one of its section. At ipa-play po ng example.
Roses in a row, row, row. Tell me how you grow, grow, grow. You are always sweet, sweet, sweet. Don't you ever sleep, sleep, sleep.
So thank you po. So it is evident in African music po. Translated literally, so ostinato means stubborn. Ostinato usually occurs in the same voice and at the same pitch, but it can be transposed and moved to different voices. Next po is, what is descant? So descants in general, it is the highest voice in a composition, usually separated from other voices. Pa-play po. So on the So on the example po, yung descant po is nagpe-play siya, yung melody po doon sa song nagko-continuous pero merong naidadagdag na other voice which is it is the highest voice po. Yung melody magpapatuloy pero yung highest voice na 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 susunod dun po sa melody or parang papasok is tawag po doon is descant. So, descant may also mean counterpoint or the harmonic relationship between multiple voices in a song. And also, descant is an additional vocal part. So, additional vocal part above the main melody. So, many church hymns are include a descant sung at a higher pitch than the melody. Literary types use descant as a verb to mean talk on and on in a dull way. So, yun lang po. Next po si Ate Rochelle Neverio po.
So, variation in texture. We have three texture, the monophony texture, polyphony texture, and homophony texture. So, first, the monophonic texture. Ito ay hango sa dalawang salita. The first one is mono means one. Tapos yung pangalawa ay phony means two sounds. So, ang ibig sabihin ng monophonic is one sounds. Kaya naman, inihalin tulad natin ang texture na ito sa isang line, kung nakikita nyo yung line dyan. And then, pwede rin sa isang slice na tinapay. Example dito yung pagkanta ng Lupang Hinirang sa fight ni Manny Pacquiao. Di ba, iisa lang na boses ang naririnig natin sa iisa lang ang tono. Wala po tayong maririnig na accompaniment. Or kapag ang kanta na ito ay kinanta ng choir, like walang bass, walang second voice, talagang pure melody, ang tawag doon ay unison. The second The second texture is homophonic texture. Ang ibig sabihin niyan ay melody with a harmonic accompaniment. So dito medyo makapal na yung texture natin dito. So maipapaliwanag natin yan gamit ang isang linya ulit. Yan, ibig sabihin niyan ay ang melody tapos yung ibang linya sa baba, yung maliliit na linya, yan yung nagsisilbing accompaniment. Pwede rin ihalin tulad sa tinapay na nagkaroon na ng palaman. Halimbawa dito, yung Lupang Hinirang ulit, tapos with the accompaniment ng guitar. Let's say, kinanta ko yung Lupang Hinirang, then isa sa inyo yung may magpi-play ng guitar. Yung boses ko, yung nagsisilbing melodiya ng kanta at ang gitara ang nagsisilbing accompaniment. And next, we have polyphonic texture. Ito ay ang hango sa dalawang salita. Ito ay poly means many. Phony means two sounds. Polyphonic means many sounds. Ito yung pinakamakapal na texture. Ang dami mong sounds na naririnig. Minsan, di mo na alam kung alin ang melodiya sa dami nila. Kaya ang ibig sabihin nito ay multiple melodic voices or musical instrument which are relatively independent from one another. So dito po papasok yung tatlong uri ng polyphonic texture. First is partner song. Song that have rhythms and melodies which are similar to that they can be sung at the same time, thereby resulting in a beautiful texture. Ito yung kanyang sample.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Verily we roll along, roll along, roll along.
So ang partner song ay ito yung pipili tayo ng dalawa or tatlo or pwedeng apat na kanta na may pagka-similar yung kanilang tono at kakantay ng sabay-sabay. Next, the descant. Hindi pala. Round song pala. Sunod. Next is round song. Round song are musical songs where two or more people are singing a similar melody, but the words in the starting time are different for each person or group of people.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
Kung napansin nyo, may pumasok na isang kumanta. Let's say, dalawang kami kakanta. Ako yung unang papasok and then yung kasama ko yung pangalawang papasok. Yun ang round song. Next, the last is Descant. Ay, wala. It is a melody that is sung or played independently along with the main melody of a song. Kadalasan nating naririnig itong descant ay sa mga choir, sa mga simbahan. Like, yun lang po. Thank you. Send na lang po namin yung harness and challenge.
Okay. Akala ko i-discuss pa. O sige, may questions pa ba kayo? Ang dami niyong na ngayong araw. Okay pa ba mga brain cells niyo dyan?
Medyo po, ma'am.
Kawawa naman. O sige. So, di ko na ito patatagalin kung wala na po kayong questions. May 15 minutes rest pa kayo bago yung next class. We'll see you again on Thursday. Tama ba? Thursday.
Yes po,
Thank you and bye.